All right, welcome back, Wayward Souls, the Double Tap In. Cheers. Good morning, buddy.
Cheers, brother. Good morning. Shout out
Yeah.
to the Marine Corps. So did you notice that we're in triple digits?
Mm-hmm. The first one, triple digits. Episode
Yeah.
100.
Wow. Wow. There we go. There's a wow.
So if math serves me correctly, carry the 2, divide by 7.5. 4 more episodes will be a full year of this.
Yes. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
it
crazy.
is.
Crazy they haven't
People
taken
still listen. That's the most amazing part.
Yeah, well,
We've gained some subscribers. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Whether or not
that's
they
good.
actually listen or not, who knows?
Yeah, maybe they just do like we do: play, turn it off, and walk away.
Yep. And got to build those numbers, man.
Yeah, gotta bump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
So one of them was released this morning. So I was running a little late this morning. I actually slept last night, which was nice.
Good.
So I sit out here this morning. I go to the episode and open it up, and Jennifer's out here having her coffee. At least she laughs at our shit.
It's reassuring, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah. So the day of recording of this episode 100, is a month prior from when it's released. You know, again, if we do some modern math, subtract the 2, divide by 8.37 this time, that puts you on St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, it does. There you go. So is the family all dressed up in
hell yeah.
their T-shirts?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yep. Because I think I showed them a while ago on the show.
Yes.
Buddy had sent me this one through Facebook, so I found it on Amazon. Rachel has one that says Sassy Lassie. Harper's is a shamrocked out unicorn.
Yep.
And then I forget what Lincoln says. His is like lucky little guy or something, like lucky little lad, some shit like that.
Easy little man. There you go.
Oh, little lucky charm.
There you go. Yep. See, I could have answered that for you because it was on the episode that aired this morning. So I knew that. I knew the answer to that question.
You were just letting me see how resourceful I could be to figure it out.
Yeah, I can't remember shit from an hour and a half ago, dude.
That's
it's
fair.
not happening.
Well, happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody watching a month late. Hope you enjoyed the show on St. Patrick's Day because it was a fun one.
Yeah. Yeah. And we did the traditional dinner last night with mom and dad of the corned beef and potatoes and carrots and cabbage and all that shit. And I don't know what the difference was. Don't have any idea. But the corned beef was exceptional last night.
Good.
It was really, really good.
Good. Very good. I think I have to go grocery shopping for today and like some of this week. So I might pick up a corned beef on manager special now.
Yep. Yeah, not a bad plan.
Mm-hmm.
But like we discussed in the St. Patrick's Day episode, it's a shame that typically it's only used one time a year. You know, it's a tasty piece of meat. You're going to have it for a main meal, and then you can turn around and have corned beef sandwiches.
Yeah.
Or whatever the hell you want. You can make corned beef hash for breakfast. Just saying.
All kinds of stuff. All kinds.
Yeah. And it's our fault because we don't have to do it on these days, but typically Sunday is we eat our dinner on Sunday, then we don't eat again until Tuesday. That's our fasting period. And you know, I was just sitting here thinking, damn, we should probably move it off until Tuesday to Thursday or something this week, you know. But nah, we're sticking with the tried and true, and it's what's got us this far. So we're just going to keep right on rolling with it.
Yeah, and good for you guys. You know, it works. Keep it going.
So, yeah, and that, you know, I'm competitive, so I'm racing Jennifer to see if I can weigh less than her, which She's on a roll, buddy. I'm gonna tell you, she's on a roll.
Good.
She's not gonna let it happen.
Good.
There ain't no way. But
It's just more motivation for you.
that's right. It's just a fun competition.
Yeah. I think tonight we're gonna do. I just text Rachel, do a shepherd's pie, which we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
my mouth is already watering just thinking about it.
the one I did last week was phenomenal, just phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah. So if we fast forward to when the show is actually going to air, it's if again I looked correctly, it should be the Thursday before Easter. So we have to talk about what's on your plate for Easter.
Rabbit.
Oh, Harper would shit a brick. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Every year, Easter time, there's a picture of the dog holding the rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Kids' heads are exploding all over the place,
Yeah.
Damn it. I can't even post shit like that. So,
No.
yeah.
But it shouldn't stop you. You should post it. Fuck them.
Yeah, well, they're not my kids. I don't have to deal with crying and screaming, oh my God.
Yeah. We'll get some signs made up and post them around your yard.
Yeah.
Found the Easter Bunny.
Found the Easter Bunny. Yep, with Charles holding the rabbit in his mouth.
Yeah.
God bless.
Yeah, that'd be good stuff. We can do that.
Terrorizing kids as they're going to Buckingham in the morning because they ride by here.
Uh-huh.
And the walkers are walking by, the bikers are biking by, and the buses are going by. Boy, that would I would be the bad neighbor again.
That's okay.
Again. So what are you doing for Easter?
I'm really not sure. And it's something that we should probably start to consider. I've told Rachel, I said, we're not leaving. We're not leaving the house.
Yeah.
Like if we want to see people, they can come to us, but I'm not leaving. Like we travel for a lot of other holidays and stuff like that. I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
So I have in the freezer, I have like a piece of ham that I could smoke and do like pulled ham.
Mm-hmm.
Or I also have a turkey. And it's hard to go wrong with a smoked turkey.
Yep. You were correct.
And then everything else that goes along with a big family meal, So you can't not,
Right.
So
I'm planning on being camping.
Nice.
So hopefully Jane's Island and take the boat and be able to celebrate Easter and doing all that, which means that if we do that, I'm going to have to pre-plan everything that I do and take it because even though I have a travel smoker, if we're going to be on the boat and whatnot, I think I'd rather have everything pre-done. I've got a turkey sitting in the freezer. I've got a ham sitting in the freezer. Something that might have to cook on the week before, load it up in Annie, and have that while we're down there camping.
Yeah, because if you forget anything, how far of a ride is that for you?
About 45 minutes.
Yeah,
it's not horrible.
But still, like that's an hour and a half just traveling.
Yep.
Not to mention the time that you have to spend. And knowing my luck, like I'd forget like a can of something. Just one, like it would be one thing. And that's what I would forget and be like, well, you have to, like, you need this to make that, to make the rest of this.
Exactly.
And that'd be the one thing I forget.
Yep. So it's, take some pre-planning. And plus we keep staples in Annie anyway. And hopefully in the stocking of her, when we start the season off, we take care of all that. We'll see.
Yeah.
Again, when you're camping, you want to keep things fun, nice, easy.
Yep. If you take the boat, what are the chances of some fish going across the smoker for Easter?
Hopefully good.
Yeah.
Hopefully real good.
You've been out again. Have you caught anything?
No. Other than we caught a rockfish, which is out of season, of course, and you can't target them. So he ate a crappie rig, which pissed me off. But
Yeah.
and then caught some crappie and that sort of stuff, but nothing, not setting the world on fire. It's funny. It happened to Rob Price. Rob Price bought a really nice Tidewater boat, I think 3 years ago. And for 14 solid weekends, we sat down and discussed it the other day. 14 weekends in a row, he had shit weather.
Sounds about right.
And here we are, we buy the G3 and we're in our second weekend where we've been blown out.
Yeah.
The first, been 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And just this weekend sucked. We got 3 inches of rain last night.
Oh, I know. It was crazy.
Gust to 50, the whole 9 yards. I'm like, son of a bitch. So then I got to prep the boat for that. I saw the 3 inches potential for 3 inches of rain, and we literally got 0.03 inches under 3 inches, according to my rain gauge.
Yeah.
You got to shit.
Way to nail that one, weather people.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, finally got something correct.
Mm-hmm.
So, we got the boat sitting in the yard, and I had to prep it. I had to make sure that had my elevation right so the water would drain out quick and wouldn't, fill the bilge and do all that kind of stuff. But, it's just my luck. Mm-hmm. Now, I know better times are coming and whatnot. This is typical March weather, but it still doesn't make me chomp at the bit any less to go, here's something else too. We're talking about Easter eats. And this has nothing to do with Easter, but it's the time of year where you can't get live bait around here. The only place to get live bait is we've talked about Matt Abel at Seahawk down in Pocomoke. Unfortunately, It's down in Pocomoke. I live in Berlin, and it's a trek for me to go down there.
Yeah.
There is not a bait shop on the north end of Worcester County or in southern slower lower that has minnows right now. Not a freaking one. What do crappie eat? What do perch eat? Yeah.
What if you go to the pet shop?
You know what? Get 24 fucking feeder goldfish. I'm all about that shit. Stand the fuck by. I'll show you a trick. It's a hell of an idea, man. It's live bait.
I was listening.
Bad idea.
Right. I was listening to, I can't think of it. The Australian podcast that I love, the Alpha Blokes podcast from Australia. And those guys are fucking hysterical. Well, once a week. So I think they're similar to our show, in that they have 2 shows a week. One of the shows a week is dedicated to, it used to be the Wednesday Wobblies. Now it's the Tuesday or Thursday Trendsetters, where people that listen to the show call in and tell the stories, and they will fold you in half. Like, you're laughing that hard. Like, that's how funny they are. So they had somebody call in and say that there's this guy that likes to eat guinea pigs. And like, if you go to the store to buy a guinea pig, the price per pound is so much more expensive than if you go to the pet store. Because you can also apparently have them as pets. So this poor bastard, just trying to put a meal on his table, is banned from pet stores around the area because he would buy them and take them home and cook them.
Oh, well. Loopholes, man. Loopholes.
Like, you could put that in Florida. Like, and it, like, yep, that makes sense. You could put that in Australia, and you're like,
so guinea pigs for Easter dinner. Okay.
Right? I wonder if PetSmart has any.
I hope they have feeder goldfish, because you bet I won't do that.
Oh, I know you will. And why not?
Yeah.
Like, they raise them to die anyway. Who cares?
So who has feeder goldfish near me? Let's find out. We haven't had PETA on our ass, so we might as well do it now.
Yeah, right. Have you seen the the people eating tasty animals truck stop by Taylor's in Salisbury?
No.
Yeah.
That's funny as shit.
Yeah, they had something where they posted that they parked their big truck out front, and let's see.
Concord Pet by Food Line.
Done. It's been a little while. Where is this thing?
No, maybe not. It just popped up as a. Damn it. I don't think they have fish. Oh, well. I will find some.
Oh, absolutely. And then you'll catch more fish.
That's right. Got to have that live bait, man.
Where the heck is this thing?
That's what works the best. And prefer the little teeny tiny ones. Because, crappie aren't all that big.
Oh, so February 5th, business is booming after PETA decided to protest outside their establishment at Taylor's Barbecue.
That's awesome.
Right?
PETA, people eating tasty animals.
Absolutely. What?
Now I really do want rabbit for Easter.
Let's see.
Yeah, we had a disappointing rabbit season. Speaking of, we didn't kill a rabbit one.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I do like rabbit stew. It's good.
I've never had rabbit.
No, it's fantastic.
Is it gamey at all? It seems like It'd be like oily or greasy or whatever.
Nope. Not at all. It is a very, it's a dark meat.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very tender, delicate meat. That's all I can say.
Mm.
It is fantastic.
Okay. Maybe I'll go to the pet store too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get one of them big flop-eared motherfuckers. Take up a whole crock pot.
Yeah. Yeah, that way.
Damn, I just salivated. Son of a bitch. Isn't that something?
Fucking terrible. We are fucking terrible. Is there anything at Easter that you don't that you make specific to Easter?
Nope. No, there's no real Easter tradition other than, and I've had to tell my mom to knock it off, getting peeps. The marshmallow peeps.
Yeah. Can we take a minute to discuss those? What the fuck is up with that?
So peeps back in the day, you could open the package and let it sit out a couple of days, and then bitches would get stale and they get hard and chewy. That's how I like them. They were perfect. Well, now they've done something to the peeps maybe 5-6 years ago. You can open that package. They can sit out all fucking year and they won't get stale. So to me, that's something just
something right there.
No, I don't want any more.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fucking gross. And they're gross to begin with.
Now, see, I didn't mind them.
Yeah.
Because you always bite the head off first.
Yeah.
That way it puts them out of their misery before you bite them in the ass,
mm-hmm.
and you can't hear them scream. So it's perfect.
All right.
Yeah. Same reason why you eat the ears off the rabbit first.
Kind of like an appetizer, right?
Exactly right.
Jesus Christ.
That's why you eat frog legs. That way they can't hop away from you.
I can't. I probably shouldn't have said Jesus Christ on the Easter Eats episode. Sorry, Lord.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Mobby.
I like that mug. Good color.
Right?
Yeah.
So, in fun fact, shout out to our buddy, Strike the Box Trainer, Trevor down in Florida. So these mugs were actually from the city of Salisbury.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually have one in orange too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I think Rachel has one in orange, which means she also has one in green. But yeah, I forget what they gave those to us for, but yeah, they're real nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
I have more coffee mugs than Carter has liver pills. And for you young folks, Carter, never mind. I'm not even going to get into it.
Yeah, don't even get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything special that we do for Easter either. Like it's yeah. It always kind of seems to go between like turkey or ham.
Yep.
And in all honesty, like I'm not such a big fan of a spiral sliced ham. Like it's fine, but like why? Like I can make something just as good.
Yep.
And better.
I love ham. Love ham.
Mm-hmm.
And I know on Easter we'll go over to Mom and Dad's and we'll have ham and scallop potatoes or potatoes au gratin and you know that stuff. I mean, that's and Jennifer rolls and all that good stuff. And then the days after, I'll have Jennifer rolls with ham and all that good shit.
Yeah. Now, so I'm not a big leftover fan, but Thanksgiving leftovers, Christmas leftovers, Easter leftovers, like all of the, because it's all pretty much the same food. Like you'll make something specific for one holiday or another, but they're all pretty much the same. Like I'm just a fan of all of those, and it's stuff that we typically don't make outside of those holidays, like a green bean casserole. Like we don't really make green bean casserole ever
any other time of the year.
Yeah. So it was weird. There was something where we didn't make it, and we're driving home, and I looked at Rachel. I said, "We are never having another whatever holiday it was without green bean casserole." Like it was like an empty spot. Like there wasn't an empty spot, but like there's an empty spot on your plate. There's an empty spot on the table, and that's where the green bean casserole should be.
Yep. And you look at your plate and go, something's missing.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I just need that creaminess, the green beans, like they're vegetables, that counts for something. Forget the fact that we soaked them in this cream of mushroom
soup and put fried onions over the top. But
yeah, a little bit of wash your sister sauce. Like forget all of that. But yeah.
Yeah. It speaks to tradition.
Yeah. Absolutely it does. Yeah. So
damn. Yeah, now I gotta do some planning.
Good thing is you got a month.
Yeah, exactly. What day is Easter? I don't even know. I mean, I know it's a Sunday, but I don't know the date.
4/20.
Well, then I know what I'm having.
Doritos
and a Coke.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'll tell you what, having to do this podcast today, it's gotten me like up and moving. What the fuck is this?
Did you work yesterday?
No.
Okay, good.
No, I work tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I work tomorrow. So
Jennifer got picked for another Becoming an Outdoor Woman thing.
Oh, awesome. I got the email. That's the catfishing one, right?
Yep.
So
on April 11th, we will be in a place that I have never heard of in the state of Maryland. It's called Welcome, Maryland. And it is 7 miles southeast of La Plata. And it's on...
Okay. It's like on a peninsula then. It's got to be.
Yeah. Yep, sure is. And it's not too far from the Great Wicomico River, which I'd never heard of before. It's not the Wicomico River. It's the Great Wicomico River.
Great.
And it is on the western shore.
I think
so they're going to be catfishing the Potomac River, the way it sounds. And the campground we're going to stay in has the charter service that is taking the catfishing ladies out. And they also do snakehead trips, apparently. So maybe for Easter, we're going to have snakehead. You just never know. Or catfishing snakehead.
or both. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I
fish fry maybe.
Yeah. I still want to find some place to catch some snakehead. I know they're all over the place in Salisbury. It's just a matter of
finding that spot.
Figuring out
and being able to get to it.
Yeah. Well, I know. So I've joined a couple of groups on Facebook, and they like right down the street from the house. Like that's where they are.
Okay.
But there's so much pressure that there's always somebody fishing there that like it's not. I don't know. I haven't caught anything out of there. I did see up in Mardella, I think it's Ethel Creek.
Yes.
That place has a lot of them. So, but the place I went there, like it's like there's like the channel that runs through and it goes underneath the bridge. I guess into No, I can't go into Mardella. Anyway, the other side is a whole bunch of lily pads and all that kind of stuff from this little dock where you can put in. So I casted around there for a little while and couldn't find anything, but
nothing.
Yeah.
So we got the boat, and Jennifer says, well, we can get rid of our other center console. And I said, yep, not a problem. She goes, we can also get rid of the canoe. And I said, let's hold on. Pump the brakes, Missy. Let's just hold on a sec.
Whoa.
And
she said, had it in the water?
Do what now?
Have you had it in the water yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah. What the hell?
And I said, let's pump the brakes for a minute. And she said, what are you thinking? And I said, some of the places that we want to fish, we're going to need the canoe to get up into. And then I started mentioning snakehead. And I said, I think that where they are and where we might want to get. So let's hold off. If we don't use it, by midsummer, whatever, then we'll talk about getting rid of it. I said, I think for right now, we need to hold on to it. For what we have invested in it, it's not hurting us to sit there.
Yeah. I can't believe she said that.
Yeah.
That hurt my feeling a little bit.
Yeah. The one feeling you have.
The one feeling I had. I can hear. I don't usually carry it with me. I can hear it crying in the other room.
Yeah. Mine's in the freezer.
You little bitch.
Mine's in the freezer right now. It can't hear me.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep mine out so like when the kids are around, I'm a little nicer.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you need to do that occasionally.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you need to show them what daddy is capable of to keep that little bit of fear in the back of their head.
I don't think I'm there yet. The 4-year-old we're kind of emotional as it is. So
Right.
I'm going to ride the brakes on that a little longer. But
before you break it out and just scare the dog shit out of her. Yeah.
Yeah. There was one day she was just off her lemon spread and just going crazy. And I tried every trick in the book. Like the distraction, the treat, the show, anything I could do. Nothing was working. And she was just losing her fucking mind. And luckily Rachel was home. So she's like, I got this. Go take a minute. So I went out in the backyard and we've had this white conch shell as long as I've lived here. Have no idea where it's from. Like I didn't bring it here. And I was determined to go out and destroy something. Whether it was, I didn't know what it was, but I was going to destroy something.
Yep.
And I walk outside and I'm looking at these different things. I was like, I can't break that. Can't break that. That costs a lot of money. I can't break that. And I see this little conch shell sitting out there and I pick this thing up and chuck it at this. We have a giant tree in our backyard and just put everything I got into it and hit this tree and it goes
and bounces and
I was like, and just pisses me off even more. Just piss. Oh my God. I was pissed. So then I pick it up and I'm like looking around for I had some 2x10s out there and I start smashing it off of that. And but still it never, if it would have hit that tree and exploded, that was what I was looking for.
Nope.
Well, it's sitting in the front yard and Harper thinks it's fantastic because it's got this cool new hole in it. If that thing only knew if it only knew what it was supposed to do, it would explode right now. And I came back in and like going with the rest of the night. And the kids are finally in bed. And I tell Rachel, I said, I want you to know that. Or no, it was a couple of days later. She goes outside and she picks it up. She's like, what happened to this? I said, me.
Yeah.
I said, what? I said, I did that. So I tell her the story and she's like, you were that mad? I said, oh, you have no idea. I was furious.
Yep.
Oh,
Shit
well.
happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've always had a wood pile, and I'd go chop wood. Depending on my level of frustration, I may chop an entire rack of wood. Feel better? Nope. But at least I know it'll be warm this winter.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. God, I don't even remember what it was now that she did that, like, put me over the edge. But the thing, like, the bitch of it all is that when she's done and she collects herself, and like you're sitting on the couch just fuming, like the smoke is still steamrolling out of your ears. She comes over to you, and she, like, her cheeks are still red, like you can still see where the tears were running down. And she says, "Can I sit on your lap?" Yeah, come here, honey. So she sits on your lap, and then she like nuzzles in with her head, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm supposed to be mad at you. How are you? Like, why are you doing this? And then you just wrap my arms around her, and what parenting? What a wild ride, man.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Whew.
It is. Wouldn't trade it for the world.
No. Nope. Absolutely not. Nope. So, all right. Well, hey, we're gonna wrap the show up here. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoy the show.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Yeah,
and don't forget to like and follow our Facebook page.
Yes, the Facebook group. I always forget.
Yeah, it's still kind of new.
Yeah. Well, not as the airing of this show.
Well, true.
But go like the show. Go like the page. Listen. Happy Easter. Enjoy what you guys are making. And we'll see you next time.